M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. We'll see Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks. Certainly. Two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
And when you come into the league as the #1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it. Sometimes that weight can be unbearable. But this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine. And I love his ability to make a second, third reaction play and create downfield.
Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. That's taken in by Higgins. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow to throw right away. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Jackson. That's complete, left side to Bateman. And he's going to be touchdown short of a first. And it's 4th down coming up.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And the Ravens strike first at 3's in. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Burrow will throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. Now it's Burrow. A short throw there, pulled in by all. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Open man is Yoshivas.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here taken in by Gesicki. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And Burrow going to throw again. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Sacked on the corner blitz by Marlon Humphrey. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there. And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call. There they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Here's Burrow. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Brown is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play. Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Right back to Brown. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Chase Brown taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Here's Jackson. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They set up the screen to Hill. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more on that one and another first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. First carry now for Justice Hill. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the top.
Touchdown! Zay Flowers, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have regained the lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. First catch so far by Chase. It's a first down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Now a short one to Gesicki. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down. This is Brown going up the middle. Dances by him. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Now it's Burrow. It fights him off. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction action, watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big pickup of 38.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now, he's absolutely shredding them.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And some room to maneuver. Now inside the 25. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And now not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now the Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's given his guys a shot from late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson going deep for Hopkins. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. DeAndre Hopkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On second down, Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Flush to his right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They cannot afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. Now Burrow on 1st down. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Well, that's kind of one of those we saw developing and had interception written on it from the second that ball left his hand.
And if you're going to throw a floater like that, it really only works if you're leading a tight end on a flag route or something to the corner of the end zone. If you're going to throw a ball like that to the sideline, you're just giving the defender way too much time to make a read on it, step in, and make the play.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Henry up the middle, and he's going to be met at about the 43. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. A short one there, caught by Likely. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Okay, can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A quick throw there is incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. This one complete to Yoshivas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Chase Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. Jackson on first down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Jackson now on 2nd and 10, eluding the pressure right. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Hill. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a 1st down.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He completes it to Henry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice consistent gain.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. From the gun, Jackson. To the catch made by Hopkins. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They run. It's Hill. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, I think Josh Norman can sympathize. He knows a little something about a run like this from Derrick Henry. I mean, that stiff arm might be the best in the business.
Oh, there's no doubt about it.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. They'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Ravens have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Burrow looking to pass. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Got a man, it's Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 more there and another first down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Burrow will throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 9. Throwing is Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line. The Bengals set to take over. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
On 2nd down, Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Now it's Burrow. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Again, it's Burrow. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. Down inside the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, 37 yards. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Steps away to his left. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14.
They were so worried about a punch up the gut or a quick pass inside. They didn't take away an easy run by the QB. Doesn't bring them all the way back, but a good scramble there to erase 2 more points from that deficit.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics would tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. A gain of 3, 2nd down. They'll run it again with Henry. And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. An agile move, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on 3rd down.
Try to take this home, they'll run.
And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. Jackson from the shotgun. That's to his running back, complete.
And he has the Ravens first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it.
Henry out of the pistol. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Inside handoff, Henry. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Zay Flowers,
his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter. Well, he has been fun to watch. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
Tonight, from Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Skylar Thompson and the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on Deshaun Watson and the Cleveland Browns.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Thompson.
Escaping the pressure right.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now run straight ahead with Warren.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This now a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw, Thompson.
Looking left side, and he's got a man.
That's Patterson.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
Thompson looking to throw. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. And 2nd down. From the gun, it's Thompson.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46.
Calling a gain of 5. 4th down now. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt.
Wow, I mean, It's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
And here are the Browns for their opening drive. The former national champion at Clemson bringing him onto the field, and that's the signal caller, Deshaun Watson.
And he makes it so difficult for all defenses because when he's got the ball, it's hard to say when a play is truly over because he can create from any spot on the field and in any situation, even when it appears that he's contained. When he's running your offense, a big play could arrive from any possible spot.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. The handoff to Ford up the middle.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
This is Ford.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Flush to his right. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Alex Highsmith making a nice play and getting the sack. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
On 4th down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin.
And taken right on the 30. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
1st and 10, here's Thompson. That one out wide and intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
From the 29, here's the 2nd down and 4.
To throw is Watson.
Short throw here to the tight end Bates.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Here's Watson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Watson now to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the final act belonged to Deshaun Watson in his touchdown run. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Thompson to throw on second down.
And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
He'll let it fly for Austin, and unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He'll take it at the 42. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Tillman motions to the left. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Now it's Watson. Over the middle, and it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
On 1st and 10, Watson.
That's caught left side by Judy.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
Watson. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On the ground, it's Ford. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Jerome Ford, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are able to widen their advantage. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Thompson eluding the pressure right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead. Up to 18 now. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
And a nice job by the 2 of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
I think he thought he had his first read open on that one, but they were obviously ready for that throw, and that's just a lack of experience showing. Young quarterback stared his man down the whole way, and they were more than happy to sit on that route and bring home the INT.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Again, they turn to Ford. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They run with Ford, and he is going to lose yardage here. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13.
Here's Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. On first down, it's Watson.
Right back to Njoku.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
What a drive this has been. Just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From the red zone now, Watson.
Slant route complete to Bell. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Browns are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down.
Here we go, set. Black 40. Check pink.
To throw is Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. This one left side caught by Patterson. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. After the interception, here's Watson. Escapes the sack. But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
That's big Cameron Hayward adding another sack to his career total.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
Getting through the break at record pace and right. Back to football, third quarter. Here we go.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Keeps himself upright.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
He's going to try and take off with it.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Watson. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Cole Holcomb proving too much there for the offensive line. He gets the sack.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw, Watson.
Gets this over the middle to Tillman.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Watson from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them. And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
He'll let it fly for Austin. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 40 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
1st and 10, it's Patterson.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Thompson going play action here.
Rolling to his right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Thompson now, 3rd down.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
They'll go. It's Patterson.
And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
Off the play fake, it's Thompson.
Sliding out of the pocket.
That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Thompson fakes a handoff. Now going to throw it.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks.
And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They will start this drive with Ford. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Yeah, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down. Now a give right side. Ford. And he's taken down inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like that.
Touchdown, Browns!
David Bell
From 19 yards away.
And the Browns have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Hopkins with the extra point, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
First down. Here's Thompson.
He'll let it fly for Austin. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 50 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime...
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
Ronnie Hickman with a pick. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ford.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Now a handoff up the middle. Ford. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it fly. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Thompson.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Ronnie Hickman with a pick. And the Browns are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Up the middle they go. It's Ford, and this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, to be an
Today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, this is the National Football League. We'll see Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Deshaun Watson and the Cleveland Browns.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you've got quarterbacks here, yes, they can throw the football, but they can also run it very well, too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. Now Jackson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, a 22. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
They set up the screen to Hill. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Henry up the middle. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. They'll run for it with Henry. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message. Hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory. Be aggressive. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run for the first time with Hill. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up 1st downs.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. This time, Jackson will throw it. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 8 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Again to Henry. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. 2nd and goal from the 1. They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun, Watson.
This complete to David Bell.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it's second down. Watson looks to throw again. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Faking the give, now Watson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
That is the big fella, Nnamdi Madubuike, forcing his way in. He comes up with a sack. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
From the 50, it's Watson.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
On the ground with Hill to begin the drive. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to pump the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
Escaping the pressure right. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Jackson. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Flush to his right, and he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Open man is Hill. He's got it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Throwing is Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown.
2 yards on the touchdown there.
And the Ravens go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Watson now to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Nnamdi Madubuike. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Jerry Jeudy,
75 yards.
And the Browns are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
3rd and 5.
Draw play. This is Henry. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
This is taken at the 18. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Now it's Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Okay, so the personal foul penalty. And those are some important yards lost. Right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
On 1st down, Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
To throw is Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Nnamdi Madubuike
able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. 1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Watson. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st. Here's Watson. And that is caught. What a catch at the 3-yard line. Touchdown.
Cedric Tillman.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Browns will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Oh, some strong running. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already showed in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That's taken on the 25. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to, as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. This will be taken in the end zone, and no run back forthcoming, so they will bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a handoff up the middle. Ford. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the 3rd quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Watson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 2.
Here's Watson.
Right back to Judy, and it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. Up the middle they go. It's Ford. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Ford. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. And that will be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
To throw is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. Now it's Jackson.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
He'll buy some time right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Play action. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And out of bounds right around the 20. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill, a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Ravens are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Tucker now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. A 10-play drive that time, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Cleveland offense making their way out. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Now Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw, Watson. He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Nabi Matabike.
Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Henry out of the pistol. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Here's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Jackson now. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now 3rd down and 7. To throw again is Jackson. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Tucker's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw. Watson out quickly to Judy. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Ford. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And they get Jack Conklin there, the right tackle. Give to Strong running right. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the 1st down carry. Here's 2nd down and 3. Again, it's Henry. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. Henry will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Derrick Henry punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry from a yard away bowling his way in. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And no hesitation on the decision to go on 4th and goal from the 1, and they punch it in.
And I do believe that field position factors in there too, because even if they don't get in, you're going to force the other guys to go the full 99 yards. So to me, a good calculated risk, which actually paid off.
Tucker with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. So now it's Watson and the Browns.
Down 24-17. A little over 80 ticks to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down.
Now Watson completes to Njoku.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That ball caught by his rookie wideout.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Here's Watson.
Flushed out right.
Here's 2nd down. Watson.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Watson to throw.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
Today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, this is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The number 8, Lamar Lamar Jackson trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run it again with Henry.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Jackson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Tyrell Dodson gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long, there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them.
Here's Jackson to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they'll get to him right away at the 40. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation. One that they have a much...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
After the turnover, it's Tua. It's Hill, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people, and right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
2nd down and 3. On the ground, this is Devon Achane.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami.
Devon Achane.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Dolphins are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28.
Henry up the middle, trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Now it's Jackson rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Henry. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up second down. Operating from the gun, Jackson.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. Jackson to Bateman there, first down, Ravens.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Second down and 8.
Jackson from the shotgun.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They go play action now. Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Tucker's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Gets this one to Hill.
Into space at the 45. Now he's free at the 35. Tyreek Hill.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 44 yards. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. They set up the screen to Hill. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Cam Smith. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. On play action, here's Tua.
A throw left side, reeled in by the rookie wideout.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Tua going to throw.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Escaping the... There he goes, right side. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Tua Tagovailoa.
22 yards as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was Tua Tagovailoa who called his own number and finished it off with the touchdown run.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because...
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
I know it appeared he was saying, hey, get me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. And down inside the 15 he goes. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. It's a slant to Hill. And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Achane. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now they'll employ the jumbo set now on second and 1. Right. Is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Achane. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. So on fourth down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. Sanders' kick is good. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got 0 benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime. Well, time is of the essence. We breeze through halftime, and we are ready for the second half. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Now we get Tyreek Hill and the rest of the Miami offense back out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2. Achane on the counter, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1. They'll run for it with Achane. And he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the catch made by Hopkins. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. Flush to his right. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. A shotgun handoff to Henry, and he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-10. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
Miami's offense set and ready to go.
And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he is going to have the Dolphins' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now Tua.
That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to pass. Tua. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down.
He'll dump this off to Achane. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold or did they rough the quarterback?
Oh, they stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Back to the ground, Achane.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter.
Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. A very solid gain of 27.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know when this...
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. In motion, Hill.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A give, running right, Achane.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stopped short of the 35.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Being chased out left. Fights off the defender, and he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a 1st down.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game, and that continued with that 1st down run.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Achane here, they stay on the ground.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Up the middle, Achane.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches.
And they'll give this to Achane.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
Devon Achane
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Dolphins add 6 to their lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 24. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And the drive finished off with a touchdown run from Devon Achane.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And he'll be taken down right away up near midfield at the 47. 22 yards there, a first down. To throw is Jackson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They go play action with Jackson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw again is Jackson.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. Tucker's kick is good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns.
For almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. But this is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease, romped home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'll be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't they?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there. But think about how wide open things are now because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This one isn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took the drama out.